What's going on? It's time to talk about an old 1960s classic horror sci-fi film, The Last Man on Earth. This is the film that was based off the short story that I Am Legend was based off of as well. And it was released March 8th, 1964, and it stars horror vet icon Vincent Price. And it also stars Franca Batoa and Emma Panelli. It was written by Richard Matheson, Furio Monte, William F. Lancaster, and it was co-written and directed by Ubaldo Regna, who's only has like 4 film credits to his name. 2 of them are Spanish, and then he's also done Sweet Smell of Love. It's also co-directed by Sidney Salkov, who's has quite a few films to his credit. He's more the veteran guy. Yeah, who's done like Sitting Bull, The Pathfinder, the the Great Surrey Massacre, and Twice Told Tales. So yeah, this film, people are either going to find it really interesting or really boring. So I found, but The Last Man on Earth, basically, Vincent Price plays a sole survivor of a lethal virus that gets unleashed on the world that kills off everybody and turns them into zombie vampire type creatures that are out to get them and get the living flesh. And he seems to be the only one who survived. Sounds sort of familiar, doesn't it? Sort of. We haven't got any zombies yet, but it's probably going to happen soon. Anyways, yeah. So as time progresses, it shows in flashbacks his life beforehand and how he was like your normal everyday guy, scientist dude, trying to make a living, trying to have like give his daughter a good life and everything like that. And things start going south, and yeah, it's him reflecting on what he could have done better and stuff like that. And that's the first half of the film. The second half of the film, basically, he goes and he starts venturing out and trying to figure out, like, is he actually the only one around? And he slowly, eventually finds some people, and it turns out there's a little more to the story than he thought. The twist in this film was actually pretty well done. Uh, it's a little cliche nowadays, but for back then, it was probably pretty good. Uh, yeah. Overall, I thought this film was pretty fun and engaging, especially since it's somewhat relevant nowadays. And yeah, Vincent Price is great as always. He has some pretty funny little outbursts in this film and everything. Yeah, it was beautifully shot for like a low budget film back in the day. It's pretty well done. Uh, or it could have just been the transfer I watched that. It was really good. But yeah, this was a fun film to check out again. There's not much to it. Like I said, some people are going to find it boring because it's a little bit of a slow burn, and it takes a while for it to pick up and stuff. But once you start like seeing more of like the creatures and stuff like that, it gets going, gets pretty good. So yeah, overall, I enjoyed The Last Man on Earth. Like, I've seen it a few times, but this is my first time talking about it. So, yeah, overall, the film is fun. Uh, Good characters. Well, there's only a few characters, but still, the ones that you see are good. The creatures aren't the main part of the story. It's more of the human aspect of coping with it. But yeah, with the other vampire creatures and stuff, some of it's a little campy, but it was a good little aspect to throw in there. So yeah, Last Man on Earth, pretty good. I'm gonna give this one a 4 out of 5. Yeah, I don't really have any complaints with the fact that some people might find it slow, and maybe if they threw in a little more like of sort of like conflict and stuff into the story, it might have made it a little more interesting and progress a little more. But other than that, it's pretty well done. So for an indie flick, anyways. Also, there's some funny scenes if you look closely, like when he first meets like some of the other like people who are may or may not be possessed, sick, or whatever. If you look closer in the background, you see cars driving by, even though it's supposed to be desolate and stuff. There's some cheesy aspects like that you can find in these. There's whole YouTube videos and stuff made about it, but yeah, it's a fun time though. So I'll try to link either a trailer or the whole film down below if I can find it. Also, make sure you check out my Instagram. That's linked down below too, where I always post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. So make sure you follow me there to stay in the loop. I usually have the film title and a hashtag and put the subgenre of film in there too, so you're aware of it. So yeah, follow me on Instagram to stay in the loop. Like this video, share it so more people are aware of it. Comment your opinions down below of this film. Did you like it like I did? Did you absolutely hate this film? I'd love to hear what you thought of it. Yeah, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I said like and share it. So yeah, make sure you subscribe too, because you never know what I'm going to talk about next. I got a couple other zombie films I might talk about, or I might try to talk about something more modern. Who knows? I never know. So yeah. Also, if you have any films that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, if I can find them. With that, I'm off for now. Going to go find something else interesting to watch during this crazy time. And yeah, I'll let you know what I thought about it in the next video. So, cheers.